We are absolutely delighted to be joined by Henry De Bromhead again. Henry, welcome back. And I suppose, firstly, a huge congratulations and well done from the three of us. What an achievement you made at Cheltenham.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it still hasn't really sunk in, to be honest. It was just incredible few days and stuff you dream of. Yeah.
Yeah, big time. Henry, what was going through your head when Manel Endo and Apliatard were sort of jumping the last together and pulling clear from Albin Photo?
I was looking at Albin Photo going, oh no, he's coming with a run and we've gone too soon and he's going to come and beat both of ours. But about halfway up the hill, I started to think, okay, well, yeah, hopefully he'd stopped gaining. So I felt hopefully one of them will win. So look, cool there.
Definitely.
Sorry, am I back there? Is that okay? Yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, you're back there now. I'll pass you over to Dean then.
Henry, just a little touch on the travel and the preparation around going over this year, with all, with the Irish bubble and all the restrictions in place. Was there much difficulty for yourselves getting there?
In fairness, our team at home, Nicole and Nicole and in the office, and everyone. Then George Mullins and Manelli and BBA Ireland, who did all our transport. They made it a lot easier for me, anyhow. In fairness, so they seem to have everything done really well. All the crew at home in the yard as well. Like there was a lot of strict protocols. We had a lot of testing. The IHRB did a lot of testing before we left, and look, it was really well done by everybody. To be fair, but I was sort of pretty concerned about it all. But it all, touch wood, it all went smoothly, and look, it was down to everyone involved. Our crew that went over, our crew at home, the office, everybody. They made it a lot easier for me, anyhow.
Yeah, and just looking back, Henry, on all the winners, I would say going into the week, you would have been delighted if you would have got one on the board. But to end the way you did on such a fantastic achievement, I would say for yourself and the staff, it was a real, exciting week, and it probably still is an exciting time for yourselves.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. There's a real buzz, and as you say, it's brilliant for everyone involved and all our clients that support us. Our clients that didn't have runners there or didn't have success there, they were so happy to see us do so well. So we got tremendous support. I was out for a walk yesterday. A gentleman stopped me on the side of the road and said, well done, that was amazing. It's incredible. See, so even everyone around Waterford, we're just getting great support, and it's brilliant. I've sort of run out of superlatives, to be honest, but as I say, it's kind of stuff you dream of.
Yeah, and now looking back on it, we in Ireland always held Rachel Blackmore in high regard anyway. Over the last number of years, she just rose and rose and rose. But now, like, she's become very popular worldwide. She had a fantastic week, but what she achieved in that week is phenomenal for anybody. And I would say the lads are the exact same. Like, everyone's delighted. How big of an influence is Rachel for the likes of yourself?
Oh yeah, look, she's been incredible. In fairness, she's been riding brilliant for years, but I mean, she was even better than ever at Cheltenham. She was full of confidence, and just every decision she made was the right one, and delighted for her, delighted to see her champion jockey there. And yeah, look, it's onwards and upwards. We feel very lucky to have her on our team, and long may it continue.
Yeah, and just finally for me, Henry, a wee word on Put the Kettle On. I had asked you about her before going over it, and you gave us the statistic about the Arkle winners going into the champion chase, and that has happened now again for you this year. What a fantastic achievement that was, and a really, really closely run race.
Yeah, absolutely. She has the heart. It was brilliant on her. Sorry, I may have lost you there for a second. She's the heart of a lion, and yeah, like I say, you know, it was kind of up in the air what we do, as you guys know, and that they were, it's ringing me, they were the fact that helped us make the decision. It seemed maybe a brave decision at the time, but thankfully, you know, we were paid off.
Yeah, good. Alan?
Yeah, Henry, just looking forward to this weekend. We have Fairyhouse Cork, and then we lead up to Aintree. I'm just going to run through a couple of the runners just in relation to Cork and Fairyhouse, and just get your thoughts on them if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Starting with, I think, a very nice acquisition called Lismore, who is entered in the Noblesse of Cork, coming from the Mark Prescott yard. Is that her likely intention?
Yeah, we're hoping to run her there. She seems a nice mare. She was actually retained by the owners, and so they've the Rogerses have sent her to us, which is great. She seems a lovely big scopy mare. The intention was to go jumping with her, but sure, it's you know, we're still in quite late on in the novice season if she happened to win over hurdles. So we said we'd start her on the flat. Looks a suitable race. You know, we haven't done a whole lot with her, but her form was very good with Sir Mark. If she could repeat that, hopefully she'd have a chance of hitting the frame.
Yeah, and moving on just to Fairyhouse. One that I've kind of been keeping a close eye on is Kavanagh's Corner, who actually landed the Ladies National under Emma Toomey when it was actually held in November. She's gone up now from a rating of 113 to 122. And is she an intended runner this weekend?
Yeah, he is. He's a lovely old horse. Has got a great built up a really good relationship with him, and she'll ride him in the race. Yeah, he's brilliant. He's improving all the time, even at his age. And the plan is to run him bar the ground got very good.
Yeah, and then just moving on from that, then Good de Large is another that actually I was keeping a close eye on as well when he finished fifth to the Real Deal in the Moscow Flyer. I seen he has a number of entries over the weekend. Will we likely see him?
Yeah, very much so. I plan to run him. Hopefully, he's in a conditions hurdle at Cork. He's in the novice hurdle in Fairyhouse, and he's also in a handicap. I haven't really firmed up where we're going to go yet. I think probably without getting too deep into it, I haven't really thought it through. I'd say not the handicap, so maybe the novice or the conditions, but not sure yet.
Yeah, perfect. And just one final one on the Fairyhouse. Atlantic Fairy really impressed me. She made all at Limerick and Navan in her last two runs. She's stepping up the Grade 1 company. How impressed have you been with her progress this season?
Yeah, very. She's a lovely mare. Second first run in Cork over 2 miles. She's just got a very forward way of going. She loves bowling away. She won really impressively in Limerick, then won her listed race in tough conditions at Navan. She's a very exciting mare for us, and yeah, hopefully she'll give a good account of herself. One concern would be drawing ground, but hopefully she should be fine.
Yeah, moving on then. Just there's a couple of entries. It's very hard to know what entry just at the minute, but Visio Man in the Topham. How is he?
Yeah, he's good. He'll go. Visio Man will go. Yeah, he's in good form, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he takes to those fences.
Yeah, and then the final one for me, Henry. Just a lot of talk. I think we mentioned this the last time. James Stevens actually mentioned it from the Racing Post. Manila Teams in the Grand National.
Yeah, he's a nice horse. You know, we still haven't confirmed he's going to go, but he seems in good form, and he's done very little wrong this year. Probably a little bit unlucky in a couple of those good handicaps. Jumps well. If he goes, hopefully he'd have a squeak.
Yeah, perfect. Thank
you. Yeah. Henry, back to the Cheltenham, I suppose. Honeysuckle really proved why she is the #1 hurdler, I suppose, on the planet. She's probably the biggest superstar in racing now at the minute, in my eyes anyway. Will we see a Honeysuckle left-on rematch at Punchestown?
Yeah, we're certainly aiming that way. We'd love to go. She seems in really good form since Cheltenham, so yeah, we'd be very keen to go.
Yeah, and what about Envoy Allen? There's a lot of talk now he's going up against
Yeah,
Monfish.
Envoy Allen. The plan is, I think the main plan is to go for the 3 mile novice soon. I just felt it was a bit soon, and we just wanted to get a clear run with him. A nice clear run with him into his next race. So I just felt I might have been rushing to Ferryhouse. So we're aiming for Punchestown, and I would say 90% the 3 mile novice chase there.
Yeah, and could we see him go for a Gold Cup campaign next year?
Yeah, I suppose Punchestown will tell us plenty. Obviously, he's a horse that's shown a lot of pace, but he's won a Ballymore. So, yeah, you'd imagine he'll stay. But I think Punchestown will give us a lot of guidance for next year.
Yeah. And what about Bob Ollinger? Looked an absolute monster at Cheltenham. I assume he'll be going chasing next year.
I think so. I have nothing confirmed yet. Haven't really discussed it with his owners, but I would say we're leaning. I would be leaning that way. He's built like a chaser, jumps like a chaser, but he's very good, and I think all options are open for him.
Yep. And just finally for me, Henry, are you looking forward to the flat season? And is there anything we should probably keep an eye out for?
Yeah, we've plenty. Yeah, I am. We've got a couple of nice ones there, a couple of nice 3-year-olds. Katina Zapata ran very well the other day in Dundalk. He'll step up in trip now. He's going to go for I think it's the Ballysacks. It's a Group 3 at Leopardstown. It's a big step, but we'll give it a go. There's a nice filly there, Flirting Bridge. She won her maiden in Dundalk back end, having had a couple of good runs. She's nice, works well. There's a couple of nice ones there. So fingers crossed. Liz Moore, as the lad said, as I think Dean mentioned, Liz Moore looks a nice filly. She's working well, so we'll start her off on Saturday.
Yep, that's it for me anyway. Dean, Al?
Nope, perfect.
Yep. Thanks very much, Henry, for coming on.
Thanks, lads.
Absolute pleasure again having you on.
Well, it's a pleasure to be on. Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks, Henry.
Cheers,
See
Henry.
you, lads.
See ya.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Best of luck.
Bye.